answers. I'm sure you all want to ask your own questions. We'll have time for that. And I'm going to begin, well, you know, the person center stage, Kareena. We have to ask you the first question if you don't mind. Like, I am going to start with you. So, Kareena, you literally molded the model avatar of the heroine, okay? You've been a game changer, you've done many firsts in life. How does it feel to be debuting all over again, this time with Netflix? What has changed? How does it feel?
I think I'm more nervous than what I was 23 years ago.
You've got to be
Somehow,
kidding.
yeah, for the first time, because I just feel like I was watching the promo even so closely on a television screen. So, you know, people watching me so close, you know, in their homes. I think it's, I don't know, I'm obviously nervous, but I know one thing for sure, that we all have worked really hard. Of course, every actor in whichever film works really hard. But I think Sujoy's made a fantastic film because I believe in him. We've been wanting to work together for, I think, over a decade. And it's just happened. And it happened thanks to, you know, my dearest friend Jayu, who's made this film along with Akshay, who had this idea actually when we were shooting Bhoot Police, and it just came up that, you know, why don't we make the book? And I was actually pregnant with Jay at that time, and we were in Dharamshala, and I was like, it's such a lovely idea, and it just, you know, everything just fell together. And when Jayu came to me and he said that, okay, we're doing the film, and Sujoy is very excited because he's been, you know, he's been with the script.
Right.
And I said, why don't we do it for Netflix? Because, you know, everyone's doing so much work on Netflix and it's so good, and I you know, I don't want to be left behind, I want to do it. And he was like, yeah, and then obviously he was like, you know, he threw some actors' names and he was like, yeah, whatever. And then I was like, listen, you know, I want to work with, you know, some really amazing actors.
Unusual choices for you.
Yeah, just something. I said, you know, somebody that I can, you know, I just, you know, add some sort of freshness, some I can learn from. And then he was like, yeah. And then he came back and he was like, you know, I think Jaideep would be amazing for the professor's role and Vijay for this part.
That's a dream cast right
And
there.
I was like, I just didn't even think for a second. I was like, this is it. I want to do this, I want to work with them, I want to learn from them. And I can't thank both of them enough for just, you know, just being so amazing that I would sometimes just be like in the middle of the shot, be looking at them like, I'm forgetting actually my lines. And I've never done that with any actors, ever. Because I think they're just so natural. So I think it's been like a, you know, it's just meant to be. And Netflix, I think, so amazing for making this project and giving us the opportunity to tell this beautiful story with a lot of fog.
Right, so many firsts. Jaideep, you're playing mathematician in this film. आप इस फिल्म में jujitsu भी कर रहे हैं, and you're playing a very enigmatic, peculiar sort of character that we can see from the promo. And it's also a sort of understated machismo वाला role. अभी तक हमने आपको बड़े outwardly machismo वाले roles में पसंद किया है. So, what is it that you haven't done for the roles that you play yet? Because you obviously work so hard on every single character that you play. आप इसके बारे में बहुत सोच के करते होंगे. What is it that you haven't done or would not like to do?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कोशिश ये रहती है कि कुछ नया करने को मिले, और जब टीम अच्छी होती है तो बहुत सारा काम आसान हो जाता है, मेरा मानना है. तो जब स्क्रिप्ट मेरे पास आई थी तो सर दादा ने जब सुनाया उसको, तो मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा लगा कि यार ये कहानी बहुत अलग है. एंड देन आई थिंक दादा वाज वेरी स्केयर्ड कि ये मुझे बोलेंगे कि मैं ये लुक देने वाला हूँ, तो आई विल डिनाई दैट. एंड बट आई थिंक मेरे लिए वो हुक पॉइंट था कि ओ अच्छा, इस तरह का इंसान दिखने वाला है नरे प्यार से.
So let me get this straight. किसी ने आपको बोला कि आपको 2 घंटे का प्रोस्थेटिक करना पड़ेगा, रोज मेकअप, आपने कहा ये बात अच्छी है, मैं ये करता हूँ.
ये नहीं बताया गया था. वो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. बट उसको फिर से वही बात, आप उस प्रोसेस में रहते हो तो बहुत मजा आता है. बताया टीम आपको हेल्प करती है वो करने में, तो फिर लास्ट टाइम आपके साथ.
So ज़्यादा टाइम मिलेगा to say yes. This is what I'm doing.
ज़्यादा बेहतर नहीं.
Amazing. I have many questions to ask you. But I have to ask Vijay the next one. This is your sixth title with Netflix. हाँ तो ये question तो बनता है. Do you love Netflix or does Netflix love you more? I will let Monica answer it
Nobody
first.
says anything. I just want to add and counting.
Oh really? She's not counting. I don't think anybody is. So, what is? Take us through this collaboration. ये कैसे हो रहा है?
I think for a break, for a good welcome break, I'm on a very healthy relationship with Netflix, and it's only growing stronger. From being the situationship to we have actual relationship now, and it's getting into I don't know, I can't say much, but there's a lot more coming on Netflix.
Monica's going to order a ring very soon then. But honestly, what was it about the film and the character that you played in the story? You look very different. You looked really upbeat. It was a role that was very different from what we've seen you in. So what is it that attracted you to this one?
I think it was two things. So it was a role of a good police officer.
Oh, first there as well.
So I felt like it was a welcome change for me and all the audience who have traumatized in the past with my portrayals on screen. So this was a welcome, refreshing change for me. And second of all, I think the character demanded a certain kind of a physical prowess and skills, which my very couch-friendly body wasn't very familiar with. So I put myself in a grilling training for 4 months to get to where I had to. And thanks to Sujoita, who made it happen for me.
So let's just ask Sujoita the next question. Wonderful trailer, exciting. Everyone's looking forward to it. Yes? Yes. Wow. Okay. Now, I want to ask you one thing. You've always said, and I've heard you say somewhere before, that at the core, Jaane Jaan is a romance. It's a love story. How difficult is it to have the love story come through when your plot is constantly twisting and turning? You know, you have actually married two very important spaces together. How difficult is it to craft something like that?
In this case, it was a bit easy because I had that book in mind. I was given it on a plate, so it was just a process of taking it and adapting it. But the focus was for me. It was always a love story. When you read the book, people tell you it's a thriller, it's a murder mystery, it's ये है वो है फलाना फलाना ढिमका. But मेरे लिए this was just pure love story. A man who would do anything for love, and he didn't expect anything in it. That's the bit which I had difficulty to, because I'm not like that. No, but so this character was amazing and unique, and I needed somebody. I needed my King Kong to come in to give his unrequited love, and Jaideep came in, and then of course Kareena was there to take the character to another level. Then Vijay took on the mantle of three characters and made them into one. And yeah, actually they are the one who made it so easy. I just
That was going to be my next question to you as a director. How does your job get really easy when you have maestros of the craft?
Amazing
with
easy.
you? I mean,
मैंने
you
कुछ किया ही नहीं.
evolve the story to what you like because you've got guys who are going to do it for you.
Hey, amazing. These three, it was just a cakewalk. I just gave them the character. I probably wrote the character. They took it to 200, and they made the character. They took responsibility, accountability. सब कुछ लिया इन्होंने. सब कुछ किया. I just wrote it and ये ले भाई character ले. But thanks to all these three, the film is what is you see. The film belongs to them, to Obik and to Urvashi, and they are the one who made the film. My editor, my cinematographer, and these three amazing people.
Okay, lots of questions to ask, but Jayu and Akshay, I'm going to get the next one to you. How did Jaane Jaan happen? How did you put it together? This is quite a stellar coming together. and as a producer, you've managed to pick the best and put it together and make a wonderful film out of it. So, how was it? How did it come about for you guys?
Also Joy. So Joy was very clear from day one of how he wants to make the film. I think he's been living with the film for quite some time. So I think it is in his blood. So he's very clear of where he wants to shoot it, how he wants to shoot it, who should be in the film. So in fact he made it easier. We just had to make
Find
sure
the
his
best.
vision gets everything. He gets everything to make the film.
Amazing. Akshay, what about you? How did the whole partnership come together?
So Joy and I had made a film before this together.
Right, of course. So
And,
it's a natural.
And then we were discussing what to do next for the longest time. And then when this came up, Jayu and I decided to put this together.
Lucky for the film then.
Yeah.
Okay, Monica, you know, what is it about murder mysteries and thrillers that people love so much? Like, what is it about it, and why are audiences all across the world, you know, gravitating so much to this genre, this space? I mean, I thought, you know, it would be nice to shed some light on it and why we are so attracted when we're sitting to watch something, saying, okay, let's watch this. You know, this title looks great. Thriller, mystery.
Actually, you're right, Minnie. It's one genre that is consumed so much. Like, and from a global Netflix perspective, this is one genre where film, series, anything which really taps into human curiosity and mystery that you have to unravel. Streaming is all about of course there's lean forward, like there's lean back viewing, but crime and mystery and thrillers are very lean forward viewing, and as human beings we love that intensity, wanting to know what happened. So I think Jaane Jaan was just such a beautiful and heady mix, I would say, of romance and crime and amazing characters that the three of them have brought to the screen. Each of them, like I can't think of anyone else playing Maya D'Souza. Like Kareena as Maya and Maya as Kareena, and Naru, and Vijay's character is the cop who looks very sweet, but we don't know. I mean, who knows who's good, who's bad? Everybody has shades of grey, and when they come together, there's a heady cocktail that happens, and that's the story that Sujoy has woven, and that's the story that I think Jayu and Akshay, and by the way, I want to just call out that this is our first time partnering with Jayu and Akshay, and it has been such a wonderful partnership, such a giving partnership that we've had. It's been truly collaborative, and I really hope you'll work with Netflix again, both of you. And Sujoy, of course, and all of you. I mean, we're not letting you guys go anywhere, just like Vijay's been doing. I think all of you, we are going to ensure that we tie you guys down to Netflix. We're so happy about the way Jaane Jaan. Sorry?
I can tie them up.
Yeah, he's your agent, he's special.
Of course. I mean, last time, yeah, he got tied up last time in the chair.
As a revenge.
As a revenge, he can tie everybody else up. So I think Jaane Jaan has really come together in such a smoldering and such a brilliant way that I think it just dishes the core of the genre. जो सबको crime और mystery thrillers में जो भी appeal करता है, that's like absolute center of plate. So it just keeps you hooked there. So I'm very excited.
Amazing. So